afternoon, Titans. It's Wednesday, December 15th. I'm Jackie.
And I'm Sid, and you're watching Sen10 News. Our Titans have been parking in a lot of unique ways. Some are good, and some, well, not so good.
Here's Pranit informing us on how some of our Titans are parking.
Well, everyone, it looks like another problem that is going across the school is not an indoor one, but an outdoor one. Driving is an essential part of a student's high school experience, and it is sometimes a stressful process to get your license. And although all experienced drivers have gone through those processes, they still end up, well, making mistakes. Posts of students parking irregularly have been surfacing Insta, and I gotta admit, they're pretty funny to look at. We went out and asked students if they had any experiences with bad drivers.
See, whenever I ride in the seat, with my mom, I see these bad drivers, just rolling in front of us. That's not cool, It really annoys me. I haven't really got my learner's permit yet, so I haven't got the experience to judge people, but as far as I know, what that guy did was not okay.
My dad got in a car crash once, and he almost died, so.
While skating in the parking lot at the school, someone almost hit me while backing out.
Yeah, once when I was reversing, I pressed accelerate instead of not pressing it, and then I hit over the trash can.
Yeah, one time I drove so close to the curb, my tire skid.
We even decided to go out and see if we could find any bad parkers ourselves. I guess we were being too nitpicky on the situation, but nevertheless, it is definitely one for the books. This is Pronto from Sen10 News.
Wow, some of y'all Titans took parking to a whole new level.
Next up is Owen, who's going to inform us about the new school rezoning.
We now move on to item 5, rezoning 2022-2023 presentation.
In the past 20 years, Frisco ISD has changed how they zone students to schools a total of 17 times. On November 8th, another change was passed, set to move 2,000 students in the district. Along with the changes, 2 new schools will also be opening in the district. Not everyone is happy about the zoning changes though. Here's all of the facts.
That growth still topped all of those districts.
Frisco is one of the fastest growing cities in America, and as the city grows, so does the school district. In the past 22 years, the district has gone from just 5,000 students to 65,000 students. There have been 61 new schools in just the past 20 years, and on average, Frisco ISD opens 3 new schools each passing year. To accommodate for these new schools, the school zones have had to change. Many students currently attending Centennial should remember this when they were zoned away from Western Middle School to Lawler Middle School back in 2018.
Communication from the district tomorrow, kind of explaining not only the timeline that Dr. Faust went over, but also exactly the streets and what zones are moving into where.
Now, with a new high school and middle school opening in 2022, the vote was unanimous to approve new zones. Many parents and students, however, are frustrated with the change. Frisco ISD, however, says the changes do reflect feedback from the community, and they have offered several attendance exceptions to students affected in order to provide parents with more options. However, students aren't just being moved to the new schools. There are cases of some students attending Reedy being moved to attend Lone Star, which has been open since 2010. Many parents express concerns about the health and developments of their kids after coming back to school post-COVID-19. Some are afraid of their kids being forced to start over again. But with the opening of Panther Creek High School and Minette Elementary School, things are now set in stone.
9 were Reedy to Lone Star. 200 were we like the zones and don't mess with them.
I'm Owen Davis with Sen10 News.
Thanks for the information. With all these schools and neighborhoods falling under FISD, we definitely needed some rezoning. I hope we don't lose any of our great Titans.
I heard from a little birdie that the angel tree is making a comeback. Vinian has the Christmas spirit to talk about the angel tree.
Hello Titans, Vinian here, and the holiday season is finally here. During these times, many people contribute to their community by giving gifts to the homeless and needy. They do this in many ways. One of the ways is by donating to angel trees.
2 weeks ago, club sponsors hosted an event called the Angel Tree, where students gave supplies such as blankets, socks, or other items as a present to the kids who are in need of them. Art Club, for example, used this angel tree as an opportunity to have a greater community as a whole. Here's more information from the Art Club sponsor.
Hi, I'm Miss Jamie. I'm one of the art teachers here at Centennial. Angel Tree is something that we do every year here at Centennial, and Miss Donaldson asks all the organizations and teachers if they want to help provide for the Angel Tree, which are students that are in need of Christmas presents for the holidays. So we pick angels and get them what they want, such as things they want for their hobbies, if they need clothes, if they need socks, if they need jackets. And I have students volunteer to bring those things in so we can provide for the angels. Angels give us exactly kind of specifics of what they want. If they have hobbies such as basketball or skateboarding, they'll tell us those specifics. If they need certain types of clothing, they'll give us sizes so we can go out and provide jeans, jackets, socks, and any other objects that they may need specific to them. Angel Tree is a great way of giving back to the community and those in need, so I highly suggest that all of you help out with it next year.
Thank you, Titans. Huge thank you to the club sponsor, Mrs. Jamie, for helping us with this story. You can donate to Angel Trees through the internet, or you can contact Miss Donaldson. This is Vinyan with Centen News.
Just talking about Christmas gets me excited.
Now we go to Kyle to talk to us about ISM.
Independent Study and Mentorship, or ISM, is an elective offered at Frisco ISD schools where students conduct research and interviews throughout the year, focusing on a topic of their choosing. These students will select a mentor and gain real-world experience from their studies.
The program as a whole is an opportunity for our students to kind of take a deep dive into a topic that they're interested in, more on the career end. So students get an opportunity to interview a number of different people within the field of interest, and then they get to, with some time and some effort, they get to hopefully find a mentor they can work with, and then go about spending the year working with that mentor, creating some sort of original project that they then get to go kind of share some amazing work.
The course includes research analysis, original idea creation, product design, and hands-on experience in a professional environment.
It takes a lot of dedication for a program like this, and also just in any aspect of your life, in your relationships, in your academics, your extracurriculars. This program has kind of involved all of those things for me, and it takes a lot of hard work to pursue what you actually intend on accomplishing. This program has really helped me build my work ethic up into what it is today, and I'm sure that it's made this foundation for me a lot stronger so I can accomplish more things in the future.
Students wanting to join ISM will need to complete an application form and then be selected for an interview. A selection committee then evaluates if said student can join ISM.
I think it's an amazing program and something I never had at this age, the way these kids have it. And these kids, and I really should say young adults, are they're very attentive and they want to learn from you. So I think you walk away from this experience gaining the trust of a young adult and seeing the progress that they do. But it's also important for you to, at the end of the day, learn, wow, you know what, I'm having fun with this too, and I'm making an impact on lives, which is the most important part of this.
ISM is an opportunity to meet new people and learn valuable experience, but it takes a special kind of student. This is Kyle, and good luck, Titans.
Wow, I never knew all those facts about ISM until Kyle told us so.
Rosine is going to inform us on the production of the Oklahoma musical.
Hey Titans, I'm Rosine George, and this year our amazing Fine Arts Department has come together to create the Oklahoma musical. Here's Miss Bell and Mr. Moore to talk to you about the play and how they prepare for it.
I chose this show because we needed a show that was going to be well received by the community. It's been a few years since Centennial has done a musical production, and so we wanted to do something that was inviting for the community. It's the first time that myself, the choir director, orchestra director, and dance director have worked together on a musical. So we wanted to do something that was kind of easy, that we could produce it and have great success with it. And so we chose a classic American musical, Oklahoma. In order to make this show successful, there's a lot of pre-work that goes into hand, such as myself working with the choir director on understanding what our vocal abilities are for the campus. We do pre-work like that, and then meeting with the orchestra director and dance director to decide like what are we looking for as far as orchestrations, as far as dance, and doing all of that before we even cast the show, so that when we cast the show, we're able to start working on the various things that we need to work on.
I work closely with our theater director, Mr. Moore, our choir director, Mr. LaRocca,
our tech theater director, Mr. McCoy, and our band director, Mr. Ryan, to prepare the music and fit the music along in with the singers. I think our biggest couple of challenges are the amount of music that we have, the limited time in which we are rehearsing. You know, our musicians that are learning these parts are essentially learning them in a way that a professional would. So they're learning their parts independently. They're having to come to rehearsal with their notes and rhythms learned so that we can piece things together.
Our students work hard by practicing 6 days a week, especially with long hours on Saturday. Keep up the great work, Titans.
Everyone that is watching this video right now need to come see Oklahoma the Musical, January 20th through the 22nd here at Centennial High School.
Wow, the commitment and talent of our Titans is really amazing. Remember, mark your calendars to watch the Oklahoma Musical in January. This is Rosine George at Sun 10 News.
Wow, Oklahoma looks like a lot of fun. Are you going to be there at the musical?
You bet I will.
Speaking of next year, here's Andrew with more information about next year's virtual school option.
For the 2022 to 2023 school year, FISD will be offering virtual school options under the name FISD Plus. Here's what you need to know in order to decide if FISD Plus is right for you. Frisco ISD's virtual school, FISD Plus, comes with two different options, full-time and hybrid. If you choose full-time, you will take all of your classes in a virtual setting. Hybrid students, on the other hand, will only take their core classes online and will go to school in person for their other classes. This opens up more course offerings compared to full-time and allows for UIL, CTE, and athletics opportunities. To find more about course offerings and other information about FISD Plus, scan this QR code to go to the website. Now, let's hear more about this opportunity and answers to some common questions from FISD's Director of Innovative Learning and a Centennial teacher.
Actually, FISD was hoping to have an online school or online opportunities for quite a while. We believe that there are students who enjoy online learning. They enjoy the flexibility of it. They also enjoy that method of instructional delivery. I'll also let you know that FISD Plus is going to work under our Future Ready programming, where we are inquiry-based, problem-based learning. We're looking at developing those products that students get to develop and create that I like to say that you cannot Google. And so we are looking at multiple different schedules, but I can tell you we are mandated to have 240 minutes of instruction each day. But with that, we are looking at how we can compile different sorts of blocks of learning time. So it will not be on a 90-minute bell to bell.
I think that there are students who could benefit from it, who are either in a situation where traditional school doesn't work for them or their schedule, or they have more flexibility in their schedule. So I think for some students it will, but for some students that it's not an easy out. It was tough to juggle multiple schools in our virtual classes, and I was half and half, so 3 virtual, 3 in person. And I think we see it everywhere, even with businesses too, that people can work from home and they can be productive. There just has to be set expectations and how you can perform well and be successful.
Now that you've heard about FISD Plus and all that it has to offer, it's your chance to decide if it fits your needs. If you are interested, the application deadline is December 17th at 4 p.m. And again, you can get more information and apply by following this link. This has been Andrew Jones with Sun 10 News.
Thanks, Andrew. 2021 has been quite the year with coronavirus and all the new trends. Here's Brody to give us a recap.
A lot has happened over the past year. With the end of 2021 rapidly approaching, let's take a look back through this year's major news headlines and cultural events, and see some stories that'll make you go, that was this year? '21 got off to a controversial start, to say the least.
Another thing I would say, Lester, is, as we try to figure out
Well, it looks now like the police have been
Pete, let me
unable to
break
hold
away
these
from you
people
a
back.
second because things are happening very quickly.
Waking up without power in Texas this morning.
Things didn't quite get better when we nearly froze to death in February. With thousands of families across North Texas left without power and millions more kept inside with record-breaking snow and temperatures, it's no surprise that this snowmageddon was kind of a big deal.
That has formed on the side of this building, and you can see it there, and it's all gone all the way down.
Throughout the year, we had to solve a lot of problems and overcome a lot of obstacles.
A stampede of concertgoers exploded through security gates. Just after 9 p.m., Travis Scott took the stage, and the atmosphere in the venue ignited, electrifying an already feverish mob of fans. By 9:38 p.m., a mass casualty event has been declared, and Live Nation agrees to cut the show short. And a number of concertgoers are seen standing on top of an emergency vehicle.
A moment in history as that C-17 cargo plane carried the remaining U.S. troops, the top U.S. diplomat and general, out of the country. 20 years after the U.S. toppled the Taliban in the aftermath of 9/11, that group is back in full control.
This morning, a cross-country investigation is underway. Authorities searching for evidence in the Gabby Petito case while trying to track down her fiancé, Brian Laundrie, who's been missing for a week.
A clip from an interview with Prince Harry and Meghan. In this on-aired excerpt, the Duchess of Sussex talks publicly for the very first time about her father and her half-sister, Samantha Markle. She tells Oprah how she felt when she found out her dad was working with the tabloids.
It was an absolute Josh pit at Lincoln Air Park on Saturday.
But
Big
then,
Josh,
things started looking like they might get
Little
better.
Josh, a plethora of Joshes gathered from all over the country to compete in the ultimate showdown.
I'm coming from Minnesota.
I'm coming all the way from Dallas. So I'm from Omaha. I'm from Wichita, Kansas. I drove 4.5 hours to be here.
An army of users from the social media platform Reddit is turning the stock market on its head in what The Verge is calling an online tug of war. Regular folks using apps that allow them to make trades, and they are winning. Normally cheap stocks like GameStop have soared nearly 700%.
This year had a lot of movies and TV shows to watch.
House Atreides accepts.
Is this really happening?
Like days of old.
Same good.
Hello, Peter. All I ever wanted in this world is carnage.
No, I'm taking you someplace to talk. Where I don't like to talk.
Come on.
Each member is chosen for his or her own completely unique set of abilities.
모두 감당할 수 없는 빚을 지고 삶의 벼랑 끝에 서 계신 분들입니다.
And nothing is gonna be a long, long time.
Judge Brenda Penny releasing 39-year-old Britney Spears from the conservatorship that since 2008 had controlled every aspect of the pop star's existence.
When it's unknown, how simple do it is.
There were also quite a few video games that came out this year.
Understand now.
Spartan 117, Master Chief.
We can't look back at 2021 without acknowledging those near and dear to our hearts who we lost this year. As we look back to this past year, to the challenges and turmoils, through the highs and lows, through all of life's exciting moments, it's important to remember that we don't know what life has in store for us. Titans, life is truly what you make it, so make 2022 a year you'll never forget. This is Brody Sint for Sen 10 News.
So much has happened in 2021, and we have even more to look forward to in 2022. Lauren is going to tell us about what our next semester will look like.
One team, 18 people. Together, they bring you the news, entertainment, and laughter you deserve.
Hey guys, no crowd surfing!
Well, hopefully.
That's debatable.
Okay, they don't always do that, but they're good at their jobs, and this is what they'll be bringing you in the coming semester. From dances to sports to pep rallies, Sen 10 News is going to be there. So be prepared for 2022, Titans. Because it could be you, your friends, or your team on the screen.
Thank you, Lauren, for giving us a preview of 2022.
You can follow our Instagram and YouTube at Sen 10 News to look at our news packages.
We wish you happy holidays and enjoy the rest of your 2021. This has been Jackie Lee
and Sid Shaw for Sen 10 News.